Well, so my tire just went out, and I'm sitting here waiting for a buddy of mine to come over and come through. And just wanted to make this video for you guys real quick, because even though difficulties like that, where you're literally just bought a tire yesterday and all of a sudden it goes out, there's lessons to be had about being a successful life insurance agent and business owner. And you're probably wondering, like, dude, what does a flat tire and being successful have in common? And that's a great question. But the thing I want to ask you is, like, when you're dealt with when you're dealt with cards, you're dealt the hand that you're like, dude, why did I get this card? Like, why did I get this hand of cards, right? Like, why did I get dealt with these certain circumstances? Why do these things happen to me? If you're feeling that way, you're probably not going to be successful. And that's just the reality, because when things happen, things in life happen, these things that you cannot control happen. However, what I have learned is when these certain things happen, I mean, dude, I came unprepared. I mean, that's the very first thing, is like, if you want to be ready when those moments come, when opportunities hit and you're not ready, dude, you're probably gonna have to call somebody else like me. And so that's like literally what I had to do, because I didn't have the thing that twists the down here, this thing right here. But what I did is, even though I don't have that, and even though I don't have the thing that the nuts and bolts of it, and I can't do that, and that's why I had to reach out to somebody and get help, is because I didn't have those something to actually help me do that. Like, I can't do that. So what did I do? Well, first things first is I took what I did have. And this is the first lesson that I want to share with you guys, is like, take what you do have. I have a little box of tools that I just took what I did have and I made it work. And so whatever circumstances you're in right now, whatever card of hand or hands of cards that you might have been dealt, wherever you're at in life right now, you have to use what you have. Because the reality is, I wouldn't be able to get this car propped up without using what I did have, which I literally used this little screwdriver and just had to work my way in. And there's what's interesting is, while I was doing that, it was really hard at first, but then it started getting easier over time. And that's another lesson, right? Like, things in life are going to be challenging. Things are going to be difficult. Things are going to be not easy. Like, being successful, starting to make your first $10,000-$20,000 a month, and once you do start scaling and trying to build a massive company like I am, and multi-millions of dollars, 8 to 9 figure companies a year, when you're doing that and we're going through the process of that, it's the hardest. $10,000 is the hardest to make. But once you do it, you at least have momentum. There's a saying, and it's just scientific fact: an object in motion stays in motion. But the thing is very challenging to actually get the momentum. And so what do you got to do? You just got to figure out whatever you have, whatever possible resources that you have at that time, and do the best that you can with it, right? So what I did is, first thing I did is, like, the first thing was like, hey, that sucks, especially when you go and you spend an hour and a half, 2 hours yesterday getting that fixed and getting brand new, like buying brand new tires for them, and then all of a sudden the next day, boom, it's gone. But just being like, dude, you know what? It's all good. What's the solution? And so whenever you're faced with problems in life, when you're faced with challenges in your business, not looking at them is, not dwelling in the problems for a long time. It's like, all right, cool. That's the problem. What's the solution? How are we going to problem solve? And I think that's why I've been able to, and we've been able to, as a company, grow so fast and so rapidly and grow the community like wildfire, is because whenever there's problems that happen in our business, whenever there's things that come up, I'm always thinking, dude, what's the solution? How can I solve this problem as rapidly as possible? How can I just fix it? right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, once I realized I did everything that I could by myself, I tried everything and I hyper executed right away. I wasn't sitting in the problem. The second thing I did was I called somebody, because I got to as far as I could by myself. And then I was like, you know what? I need extra resources and I need extra help to get to the next thing, which is like taking off the tires, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I can't replace the exchange tire with the other one and drive without changing them. And so what I did right away is like, dude, I need to reach out to somebody that can help. And what's cool is I had a person that's been a very, very good friend of mine, and super helpful in my life. I called him up and I was like, I had to humble myself and be like, I'm not going to be able to solve this myself. I actually tried. I was hesitant to actually call him, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to try other things. And so I was like thinking about walking maybe a mile or two to be able to get these parts. But I was like, you know what, he has a solution. He's done this thousands of times. He's the one that actually taught me how to fix a tire. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to call him and get help. And so there's a lesson in there that whenever you are faced with adversity, whenever you're faced with challenges, whenever you've done everything that you can, it's wise to have people in your life and cultivate those relationships that when you do need something, somebody's coming right away. And that's what's cool, is like any moment now he should be showing up and helping me out. And so having people in your life, one, is super important. But then number two is having people that are more experienced than you, helping you along the way, even if you have to compensate them, right? Like, this is the same exact thing in the same framework that I thought through. When I got to the capacity that I could, when I pushed all that I could, when I was just starting out and I did everything possible and just started moving and shaking things and figuring out what works and what doesn't, then I was like, you know what, I need a coach, I need a mentor. And so like I literally got like 5 different mentors. And is that right or wrong? I don't know. It's important to definitely listen to one, because you can just get confusion, which doesn't help really grow your business. However, with that being said, I found somebody right away and I was like, you know what, I need help. And so maybe you're in a point in your business that you're like, I need help, man. Like, I've done everything I could. I'm buying leads, I'm making sales, I'm making $20,000-$30,000 in sales a month. I'm doing $20,000 to $30,000 AP a month. But dude, I'm broke. And so maybe this is your calling, and maybe it's your time to just ask for help. Maybe reach out and be like, dude, you know what, I need help. I'm not going to do this on my own. I've exhausted every single option possible. I've tried different things, but you know what, it's finally time to make that decision. It's finally time to humble myself and be like, you know what, I need help. And so maybe that's you. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Maybe you're in the point where you're like, I need to exhaust all my options. Maybe you just have a toolbox that right there, a little set of tools that you need to say, you know what, maybe I do need help, but right now I just need to go and take massive action. Maybe I just need to go execute. Maybe I have resources to at least get this thing up and running, and then it allows that from there to be able to have more resources to invest in other places. And so it just makes it a lot easier when you're doing something, you're already doing something, and you have some proof of concept that something works, and then hiring a mentor and a coach to literally just put fuel on the fire that you have. So that is that's another lesson in that whole thing. And then another one is like, dude, when you get something done, right? Just because you pay for something to be done, which I did, doesn't mean that you, like, I still take accountability, and I think of different things that happen in my life. I always ask like the question, what could I have done better? What could I have done? And honestly, I could have went, instead of just going out and blindly being like, you know what, I can just trust what they did, even though I paid them. I need to take accountability and be like, you know what, it's my car, I'm driving it, these are my tires, I should have checked them and made sure that everything's okay before I even left. And so a lot of us want to rely on other people in certain situations, but you know what, like I'm taking accountability that, hey, I should have checked before I ever left. I should have checked that that this was even that it was done right, because if it wasn't, I would have saved myself a ton of time and a ton of energy, and I wouldn't have been able to make this video for you guys. So I make this video because I want to help you guys. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you guys absolutely crush it. And even though this might seem like just like a random thing, it might seem odd making a video just like this, just randomly, I wanted to share this with you guys as I was thinking through what's happening in real time and processing this information so that you guys could be a lot more successful. So I hope this helped. If it did, leave a comment down below, give it a like, and if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I show a lot of the backstory. You guys get a lot more a lot of quick content, or like in real time content. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. And this is just a day in the life of Johnny Nitafan. Just got back from the gym, and it's like, dude, it's gone. Can't even drive. So I hope this video helps you guys just kind of help you think through how I think through problems and different things that happen in my life, so that you guys could be a lot more successful and make a ton more money. So hope this video helps you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel right now. Share this with a friend if you found it valuable, or don't. And check out my podcast. And then also, I would love to hear, if you guys are still watching this, I would love to hear if you guys enjoy the podcast, or if not, if what you guys really enjoy, because my goal is to really help you guys make the most money ever. So if it's interviews, I'll do it all day. I don't even care. So hope this video helps. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.